Suppose, dear viewer, that everything you own, your NES collection, your youth sports participation trophies, and all of your wonderful memories are merely fabrications, ones and zeros of binary code in an advanced computer simulation. It may sound like science fiction, but is it actually possible? According to inventor and CEO Elon Musk, it's not only possible, it's almost certain. Bollocks, you say? Perhaps. Although Musk has made this simulation theory mainstream, it was proposed over 15 years ago by Swedish philosopher Nick Bostrom in his essay aptly titled, "Are You Living in a Computer Simulation?"
A computer simulation in which the simulated people are conscious.
Bostrom argues that at least one of the following three statements is true. 1. Humans will go extinct before they're able to make simulations that are indistinguishable from reality. 2. Future humans that are advanced enough to make super simulations will just not choose to create them. And 3. We are living in a computer simulation. According to Bostrom, if future humans don't go extinct and don't opt out of super simulations, then you, dear viewer, are almost certainly living in a computer simulation. Bostrom's thesis rests on the concept of ancestor simulations, the idea that humans will one day be able to recreate their own history in perfect detail.
This is the world that you know.
Perhaps future humans would want to pop on a VR headset and see what London was like in the 21st or 17th century, or take a trip to 12th century Mongolia and meet Genghis Khan himself. They would be so detailed that the simulated human would, for all purposes, think that their lives were real. With enough computing power, simulated people may eventually run their own simulations, and their simulations may run their own simulations, like Russian nesting dolls. When Elon Musk says that there is a billions and one chance that we are not living in a computer simulation, he does have maths on his side. Let's say that your next-door neighbor will create a simulation of you next Tuesday. If they're replaying last week in order to better figure out a way to ask you out, it would mean that there's a 50-50 shot that you are a simulated being, created for your neighbor's enjoyment. If this idea is expanded to the totality of humanity, things get a little scarier. It only takes one future person to create one replica of our reality, let's call it partylikeit's2017.exe, to make the odds that you are living in that simulation 1 in 2. If in the future someone creates 3 different versions of Party Like It's 2017, then our odds of living in that simulation are 3 in 4, 75%. Minecraft has sold over 100 million copies in our own world. If, in the future, Party Like It's 2017 were as popular as this, your chances of living in a simulation today would be 100 million to 1, a 99.999% chance of living in a fictitious reality. Given enough time, say thousands of years, billions of people could own 2017 simulations, and it would mean you would have a billions in 1 chance of living in base reality, or the really real world. Odds are you exist in one of the billions of 2017 simulations. Musk believes that with any real amount of technical progress, widespread simulations like this are inevitable. For Bostrom, it isn't simulation or bust, though. Bostrom believes people may very well be able to create ancestor simulations and just not choose to. If you're hoping you're real, this possibility is your only saving grace. But does it really matter? Will the fact that our universe is simulated make it any more or less meaningful? What do you think, dear viewer? Would the truth of an otherworldly creator bring you solace, or would we be obliged to make like Neo and bring it all crashing down?